So I've been playing around with DxTrade for a while here, a couple of weeks, and today I want to show my thoughts on it, go through all the features there is on DxTrade, and we'll have fun with it. It's a pretty good platform. All right, so DxTrade is a new platform that a lot of prop firms have moved to, or there's other trade funded accounts also moved to DxTrade recently. And I want to go through the features of this. There's a lot of stuff to uncover into DxTrade, a few different things. It's a pretty good platform, a few things that I like about it, a few things that I don't like too much, and I'll share with you those things in details. DxTrade did sponsor me to go through their platform and give you a review of it, but I want to go through my honest thoughts and give you some things I like and don't like, so you can get your own mind and decide if you want to try it, or maybe learn a few tricks about it that you can use for trading better afterward in DxTrade. So let's go step by step. So the first thing I like about DxTrade, and this is the whole kind of feature behind it, the whole, I would say, like backbone to it, is these things at the top here called Workspaces. Now you can have as many workspaces as you like. I can add a few more here if I want to. And these are all kind of different tabs in that platform, which is kind of cool because you can go back and forth between each of them and use them for different things. And then you can add these panels on each of them. So here you can see I have this workspace called My Trading Account. This workspace has my trading stuff. This is by default, by the way. I have my watch list here on the left. I've got this chart window here on the right, or actually in the middle. On the right here, I've got the FX, which is like a list of pairs that I can just quickly enter in and go out of trades. And at the bottom, I've got my orders. And we'll get to that in a minute. I've got orders, history, positions, trading journal, all that good stuff. Now, if I move to here, trading dashboard, it's more like a statistic kind of workspace. I can get the stats here. Then I've got my whole trading journal here. Technical analysis. This would be the place you want to be at when you want to enter trades. You've got all your charts. You've got multiple time frames, of course, multiple chart selections. We'll get to that in a minute too. And economic calendar, which will be the news coming up. Now, this took a bit of time to load. It's here right now. You can obviously pick countries, can filter this out quite well. We can see a whole lot of description for each news coming up and the importance, of course, over here. So that's kind of cool. Now, if I want to make anything new with this, I can just go into a new workspace. Then I can drag and drop these things over here. You said go at the top, and I drag and drop these things. I've got my watch list here, and then you can go and find a bunch more tools that we can drag and drop on our screen and kind of use it as we want. Alerts here if I want to have alerts. Now I kind of make my workspace here way too busy. I can take things off. I can just click on the X here. I can take off the chart. Who cares about the chart? Here I can add some alerts, actually funds, order history, cash movements, messages. I'm going to alerts. I want to see what this is like. I don't have any alerts on my account for now, so that's what it would look like. So you can really customize this and make it really kind of your own, which is kind of cool. Because most of these platforms online, like especially TradingView or other platforms, you cannot really customize it too much. You can, of course, add a few things. You can set up your charts the way you want. You have like a different watch list. But this makes it where you can really customize your own thing from start to finish. And that's kind of cool. I like this a lot. All right, now I'm going to go to the main workspace here. And we've got this thing on the right, which is a quick trading panel. We've also got the buttons over here. You can see this is sell. We've got the price here. We've got buy, the price here too, and the lot size in the middle. So you can do quick trading here really fast and really easily. I just got in the trade before we're going to this video here, which is going on right now. But let's say I want to go short here USD because I think it's going to go down. I can just go here, right there. This is the lot size. So by default, I put it to 5 lots for this account, but you can be 2 lots, for example. I also go click on sell, and this pop up over here, and we see the details of our trade. Now I just want to go short. I don't care about anything else. Let's go. You can have a limit, a stop, and also the order. So here we are. I'll just do short, send order, market, and this is now placed in the market right here. Kind of cool. Works out pretty well. So that is for quick trading. Now, when you go and place trades, there's a few more quick things you can do and a few good features I like about this platform a lot. I can go and let's say I want to go to a different chart. I'm going to have a look at Bitcoin. By the way, when you have multiple charts like this is a cool feature for multiple layouts. So you can actually customize what you want to sync between these charts. Okay, so here we've got a bunch of stuff happening, but I'm going to go here and you see we have the multi-chart here button. Click on this. Then you can see I have these, it's actually 4 different charts. Now it's not one chart together. But I could actually split this one into 4, right? I've got 4 charts now. I'll close the other ones. The cool thing is these will be now synced together. And that's kind of cool. Right, now what I can do is in that multi-chart, I can choose what I sync together. Do I want to sync the chart type? So I have like a different chart type is here, by the way. So it's like candlestick. I can actually histogram all these things. I want to sync that, but I don't really care for that. That's fine. I'm going to go and sync the instrument. So when I have these charts, all of them will be Bitcoin USD. And then when I want to sync, I don't want to sync the time frame. I could if I want to, but I don't want to sync the time frame. I want to have multiple time frames on my layout here. So I'm not going to sync that. Appearance will be all the colors, indicators. If I've got indicators on my charts, I can sync that too. Yeah, that's useful. And the crosshair, so when I move here, I'll see on different time frames how that looks. Okay, we've got a 1 minute chart. Go move this to a daily chart. Here's going to be a 4 hour chart. Here's going to be a 1 hour chart. Okay, and here's going to be a 5 minute charts. Right now, guess what's happening. So Bitcoin is going down today, which is good news for me because I want to get it on a pullback. And I might not be able to do it in this video here, but at least we can have a look at how things are progressing in this chart over here. When I want to go into a trade, I want to maybe just like start a trade. I want to go full into this position. I want to have a very small order at first. I'm going to go in and click on here on the chart. This is the buy and sell because you can buy limit, buy stop based on where you're on the chart. I'm going to go and just go and click on the buy button here. Now the lot size by default is 0.01. I want to make this maybe, actually we'll have a look at this. So here I want to have a market order. Okay, so buy order. You can see here, okay, this will impact my spread that way. Now I want to go and click on the protection orders. These are stop loss, take profits. Pretty cool how this works over here. So you are able to put, of course, a price. Okay, that's the first option here. You can choose the option you want. Or you can go in and actually put pips. Okay, so how many pips of this instrument, you can put that here, which for some people is useful. Or you can see projected loss. So I'm not willing to lose more than, let's say, $50 in this trade. So percent of balance would be, I would risk this 0.05% of my balance, which is in this case 100K. Pips would be this amount, 71,000 or something, and the price would be this one. If I don't want to lose more than $50 in my account, for example, now let's say I go here, I can change to percentage of balance. I don't want to lose more than 1% of my account. Boom, done. I will be having looks like $1,000, which is fair with this account. This will be this amount of pip, which is a big amount of pip on Bitcoin here. The price will be this, right? Because it's moving right now. This is a market order. If I change this to a limit order, then it will be, of course, different. It will not be moving because now it's a fixed price for the entry. I'm going to go back and do market because it's easier. Okay, take profit. Now, take profit, I can have the same options here. But what I'm going to do is not do it that way because then you can decide exactly where your stop loss will be on the chart. So in my case, I know where my stop loss will be. My stop loss will be, in this case, somewhere here below that low. Okay, so 67998. So what I want to do is I want to have a price here. Our price would be 67998. Right, that's my price for the stop loss, which in this case would be very small because in my position size here is only 0.07. So it's very low, very small. What I can do is I can look at this here. I want to have, this is only like a first trade, not a full trade I want to keep for a long time. I'm not sure price will reverse yet. I want to have just like a feeler in the market. So I only want to risk 0.25% of my account. What I'll do is go up with that number here. See the lot size. I'm going to go up with the arrow on my keyboard until we reach 0.25%, which is right over here. 0.13 lot, that will give me a risk of 0.25%. If I lose it, 0.13 lot, that will give me a risk of 0.25%. Okay, now it's 24, price moving. Okay, we'll just bump it up a little bit. That's good. And then we can just go and do the same thing for take profit. Take profit will be, in this case, my take profit, I want to have it to where it's the same, 0.25%. We'll move this here. Boom, done. So if I'm losing 248, roughly. It's changing with price now. It's pretty active at this point. If I'm winning, I'm winning 249, about the same. Send order, boom. And we went log on Bitcoin just like this. Pretty simple. We've got our little pop-up here that showed us our trades and execution. By the way, the other thing you can do quickly before we move on to journals and other stuff that's pretty cool is when you want to take a trade, let's say I want to buy limit here, you can actually choose the order duration. So do you want to have it good till cancel, which means it's good till you cancel the order by yourself, or day. So here it's cool because it shows you the timer. Like whenever I show a platform exactly when it's going to expire, the order we place, here's cool because we can see exactly when it will be canceled. In 13 hours, 44 minutes, the order would expire. So that's how this works. So I can have a order that would be good till cancel, day, or good till date, which is the date you set by yourself. So I want to have it until, let's say the 12th, because it's Friday, at this specific time. Kind of cool. This is more advanced than other platforms I've used. It's kind of cool. You can customize it, and you see the expiration date exactly and the time left for your trade to expire. So it's kind of cool. So now we move on to the trade management part of this whole video here, which is kind of cool. I'm going to go back to this first workspace where we got our orders here. Of course, I can just go and make a new workspace and only put in my orders if I want to. I'm going to go actually and do that. And I'm going to go and put my positions here, which is all the orders. Okay, once I put in my positions here, I can just add other stuff to that box here. I can go and add the orders. I want to see the journal too. Actually, order history, we'll add that here. I want to see the journal as well, trading journal. Okay, so those are the main things we need here for in this example. So we got here positions or things that are in the market at this point. So you are in these trades right now. These are positions that I have going on. You see, I've got 3. I've got 1. I've got 2 with USD. I've got 1 with Bitcoin now, which is doing not much at the moment. So that's good. Now we move on here to orders. Orders are things you've got in the market for later. So when you want to enter a trade, maybe you take a buy limit. It's not triggered yet. So it'll be triggered when price reaches that level. So this will be an order because it's not triggered yet. It's still waiting to be triggered. Order history is where you can see your all trades, your all orders. And trading journal is pretty cool here because you actually have a whole trading journal into the DxTrade where you can keep track of your trades. I like this feature where you can actually tag it. You can add tags. So this was a news trade. I can add this tag. This one here was a impulse. This one here was a pure error. I'm going to add this tag. So it's kind of cool that we can do that. And then we can, of course, go and filter different trades from different tags in this case. And really see how our trading performed with these different tags. So I like this a lot. I don't have a lot of data here, of course, to show you in this DxTrade platform. But if you trade it for a while, you have some good trades here, good results. You could filter this out and see what happens when you trade news, what happens when you trade impulse, so like when you take stupid trades, what happens with your trade where you make errors, what happens with market events, and what happens with different strategies. Of course, you can add your own tags, which is kind of cool. So I could add my tag here for, let's say, BBR. I can add a tag for other strategies I've got going on and kind of make it work that way. So it's kind of cool, kind of nice. And this is a feature I like a lot. Now, going back here to our positions. Here's where we can manage our positions quite well. You got an option to close all trades, which is this little X over here. So if I were to click on the X here, it will close all the trades. Now I'm also able to close some trades if I want to. So let's say the Bitcoin one, I want it more. I'm gonna go here, have an X, and then I can start to close my position right away here. And I can also change the lot size I want to close. If I want to close only part of it, I can go here and change that. And then I've got my trade closed here only partially. So you can see here we have 0.07 instead of 13 lots in this case. And that is kind of how it works. So if I had to go here and summarize things I like about DxTrade, I think it would be the workspaces. I really like this idea of having different workspaces, adding your own things to it. Like you don't just need to have a one screen for your trading platform. You can actually go and add a few different things. I'm going to close this trade here on Bitcoin. This is kind of how it works out. The drawings here are pretty decent. You've got a lot of indicators too, which we didn't really cover too much in this video here. But you can see you have a lot of indicators you can add to your charts. And there's a lot of stuff you can play with in that case. As you know, I'm a big fan of Bollinger Bands. I'm going to go and add this in the chart here. It's kind of cool. You can see you can set the deviations for both up and down. So here's down and here's up. So if I want to have, let's say, a weird Bollinger Band where it's only working for like uptrend, I can change the different settings here. And it's really customizable more than another platform, which is kind of cool. I go this and add to my charts. Now, if I don't like these colors here, of course, I can go back and change the colors. Now, if I put the indicator on my chart here, I can go and change the settings here in the corner and also take it out very easily like this. And that's kind of cool. All the other drawing tools are there on the side, or you got your lines, which you can use to analyze the market. You've got all your fancy tools. You got triangles, rectangles, which I kind of use for sometimes looking at zones. So all that stuff is pretty good. I'll go and maximize this chart here, go full screen. I can do that too. And I could, of course, take out the other ones, but I prefer to just go into my technical analysis workspace here and go with one chart. And from that one chart, I'm able to let's take a few things here and move this at the top, at the bottom. You're able to clean up your chart a little bit more here too, which is kind of cool. If you go to these settings on the charts, you've got a lot of different options. You've got the colors here, which you can change for bullish bodies, for all these other things, which is kind of cool. Of course, it's kind of useful. Watermark, you can take it off, I think. If you do this over here, you can take off the watermark, you can take off the candle wicks if you want to. A vertical grid, horizontal grid, you can take it off. Highs and lows, if you want to take this off also. So it's kind of cool that you can customize this to how you want. If you want to have the crosshair snap to different prices, you can do that too. I'm not a fan of it, but that's it for now. It's kind of cool. Very similar to other chart platforms. You've also got your Akinesi bars, your area, if you want to see it that way. You can customize this to how you want it, and that's a good thing, of course. One thing I will say in terms of things I don't like about this platform, and this is a very small detail, but it's still important, is the fact that compared to these drawing tools here to TradingView, there's a lot less than on TradingView. One thing I also like about this is the fact that you've got a lot of drawing tools. See, it's about the same as I think TradingView. You might have a bit more on TradingView, but not by a fair big margin. It's kind of the same. You got all your Fibonacci things, all your Gantt stuff, obviously all your channels, which are working quite well. So if I draw a channel here, which won't be that nice, but this is there. So a lot of it is there, actually. You got your Fibonacci, you got your Gantt. I think TradingView has a bit more stuff in terms of the advanced patterns, these kinds of things, maybe the head and shoulder patterns and things you can draw by yourself, or things you can draw with TradingView on the chart. But this is, I think, enough for most people overall. There's a lot of stuff here that you can use. If you're more of a dark mode kind of person, then you can change this up at the top here. Well, at the top, switch to dark theme, boom, then it's different. It's kind of showing up in a different way here. So cool stuff here overall. If I were to point out a few things I don't like about these platforms, and there's a few things, but they're kind of small. They're not deal breakers by any means, I think, at least for most people. But you got to be willing to kind of go through them and just learn it. It's a different platform. You got to learn new stuff. You can always take screenshots here, by the way. It's a new platform, so you got to learn things up. You got to be able to adapt and change. This is a lot less fluid than TradingView overall. I've seen, like, in terms of the zooming in and out here, I'm on the iPad, by the way, so this might be the issue. But it's a lot less fluid than TradingView. I like TradingView better for the charts, but this one is very good in terms of being able to be customizable and really using it for your own trading. I see this as much more of a kind of professional environment compared to TradingView, where you are limited to different things. First, you've got your quick one-click trading if you want to allow it, which you also got on TradingView. So if you want to do that, then that just means that you can take trades even faster. I found that there's a lot you can do in this. See, I just took a trade here because I wasn't aware of the one-click trading thing. So if you just go here and buy and sell, that can be very, very dangerous a little bit if you're not aware of it. Okay, if you have one-click trading enabled here, and you go and click on any of these buttons, in that case, or even here, I believe, it will just take a trade right away, which is kind of scary sometimes. You gotta be careful of that. So overall, I'm gonna turn this off. Make sure I don't do any spin mistake on this account. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do in this. I mean, I'm really happy about this platform. I think it's a good change. You will have issues, of course, if you want to trade algos and you're used to MT4 algos and then you want to move to this DxTrade. You cannot run algos on this. That's kind of a bad thing. But anyway, giving your thoughts on this if you tried it already. I want to hear what you think of DxTrade, if you think you're able to use it for your own trading. I mean, you could use it, of course, for your own trading. You could use it for a prop firm. You could definitely trade full-time on this with no issue, I think. It's just a learning curve that you got to be able to adapt to. They have an app, but I believe the app doesn't work for prop firms yet, which is a sad thing, but it will come in the future, I'm convinced. I want to thank DxTrade for allowing me to try the platform and go through it. And I'll do more videos if you guys want in the future. Well, I'll kind of show you some features I found and some things I discovered about it if you want to. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to see that. Make sure you subscribe if it's not done yet. And I'll catch you back here in the next video pretty soon. Ciao.